Hello and welcome to the Trendy Coffee Podcast with me, James Hammond. I'll be bringing you trendy coffees from all around the world in any city, any country, anywhere. Grab yourself a trendy coffee, strap in and join me on my journey as I seek out trendy coffees all around the world. Hello and welcome to this week's episode, and we are in Paris. And we're taking a nice little walk along the Seine, and eventually we'll get to our cafe this morning, which I'll introduce in a second. Paris, what a place for coffee. Highly recommend it. If you're into coffee, you've got to go and spend a weekend just going to different coffee places. So let's go and check today's cafe out. The next instalment of the Trendy Coffee Podcast is here in Paris, and we're at Chez Coquille, which is behind me here. Loads of seating, looks very trendy, so let's go in. So today we're in Paris, in the Bercy area, at a cafe called Chez Coquille, and let's give this cheeky little Americano a taste and see how it tastes. It looks fairly dark, but let's give it a go. Parched for this. Oh wow. God, that is the perfect accompanying of this. Bread, croissant, quite dark roast, but very, very nice. Might need a bit of sugar with that. I probably won't, just about get away with it, but that is fantastic. Typical Parisian coffee. And this is situated in the Bercy area, so we're probably about 45 minutes, an hour walk from real central Paris. You can walk along the river, along the Seine. And this cafe is open, I think, from early morning all the way to 1 a.m. in the evening, so it's at both breakfast, lunch and drinking session place. Super trendy, loads of space. I'm talking heaps of tables outside, heaps of tables inside. And it's difficult to judge the vibe of somewhere where I don't really know that well, but I think this would be a mix of workers in the morning getting their coffee, people coming in for a bit of lunch, and also people having a bit of a drinking session in the evening with their friends. We saw a few last night sitting outside, even though it wasn't that warm. The prices for the coffee is around €1.80 to €2, and they do a full array of coffees and teas. You can get a breakfast menu, it's quite small. Scrambled eggs is €10. If you want a bit of bread with butter and jam and a croissant, it's only €1.80, maybe €2 at most. It's a real cheap breakfast in the heart of Paris, and we've gone for one of each to share. So to summarise, a great cafe for a bit of breakfast. It looks a great cafe for evening session with drinks. Fairly central, fairly easy to get to. The metro station is literally just there. Bowes Mill is called, and you've got another one just at the top of the road behind, so there's two at either end. Cheap prices, I mean, in the heart of Paris, I mean, that is sensational in terms of price. Local cafe to our hotel just down the road, so fully recommend coming here, and if you're looking for a recommendation, this is great for Paris. I'd like to give Café Coquille a trendiness rating score of 8.6. A brilliant cafe in central Paris for unbelievable prices, trendy inside, great tasting coffee, and you can't really go wrong. Super quiet, I know, but in the evening it gets a bit livelier with the drinking sessions, let me assure you. Get to Bercy area, go and see the Café Coquille guys, have a baguette and or croissant with coffee for €4, and you really won't regret it. Thank you so much for tuning in this week, and I'll see you next time. Au revoir. Do you fancy supporting podcasts today? Then head to my TeePublic affiliate link in the description below, where you can help support the podcast by buying t-shirts, mugs, wall art, or whatever you want. Simply click the link, choose what you want, and buy it today, and this really helps podcasts gain a bit of traction going forward. As you can see, I'm wearing my new t-shirt and I absolutely love it. Get stuck in, and thank you so much. Subscribe today on YouTube. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and you can also rate and review on any of your podcast platforms that you use for your podcasts. Thank you.